Hey guys, I am here to talk to you today about my top 10 quick Chrome tips. So the first couple have to do with your tabs up at the top. There's some really cool features right now on Chrome to make your life a little bit easier when organizing and going from tab to tab. So the first thing I want to show you is how to pin a tab. So let's say that there is a web page that you use a ton, that you're always on, and you want to leave it open throughout the day, but it kind of gets lost in the mix of tabs that you have at the top, or you sometimes accidentally click the X button and get kicked out of it. And so there's a really easy way to keep a tab open and have it a little bit more organized. So let's say that one of my favorite things to have open is my Drive. So what I would do to have this open is I would go up here, click the Control button, and then click on the tab you want to keep open, and then I would pin that tab. That way, throughout the day, my Drive is always open and I can kind of refer back and forth to it. Another one that I like to have open is my Media Center web page. So I might want to open that and have it ready to go. And then I know that I'm going to have to click on it throughout the day as kids come in to check out books and things like that. So I would press Control on my keyboard again, click on the tab, and then go ahead and press Pin Tab. Okay, those will be open throughout the day, and a really cool thing about that is that if you go ahead and you exit Chrome, you completely shut down your Chrome. Once you relaunch it, it will go ahead and pull those tabs up again. So it will continue to pull those tabs up, and you'll never lose your tabs at the top. So every time you open up again, those same tabs that you pinned will be open up there. Okay, now another really cool tab feature that I like is muting tabs. And so if I go to YouTube, I have YouTube open a lot, and I love that YouTube, once you watch a video, it kind of pushes you to another video, but sometimes I don't want to watch that video, or something's going on and I need to mute it, or somebody comes up to my desk and I need to turn it off. So if I'm watching a video like this, and I gotta go to another tab really quick and Google something, I can actually go ahead, and up here you'll see the little speaker up here. That tells me that there's some sound on in this tab. Okay, so what I can do is, again, press Control on my keyboard, click on that tab, and press Mute Tab. Now you can see that there is a line through that speaker that tells me that there is sound, however it is muted. To unmute it, you can go ahead again, press Control, click on the tab, and unmute that. The next thing I want to show you is how to even drag a tab. So let's say that I have YouTube going here, but I want to look at a whole new window. Instead of having to go to Chrome and press File, New Window, I can actually take this new tab and I can click my mouse on it and pull it away from these tabs, and it actually makes a brand new window for you. So that's something simple but really useful. I use that one a lot. Also, I can drag it back up here and click it back onto that window if I want to have only one big window open. Okay, so one thing that you can also do with the tabs, if I wanted to bring two tabs out at the same time, say I wanted this YouTube tab and I wanted this Google tab, I can press the Command button, and it will highlight both the tabs. And as I continue to press the Command button, I can click on my mouse and pull and drag both of these tabs away, and they will move into a brand new window all on their own. So some pretty cool features there using your tabs up at the top. Okay, my next feature that I want to show you is the star bookmark feature. Okay, so a lot of people know to go up above, click on bookmark, and you can bookmark any page you want. However, there is a quicker way to do that. So let's say that I'm on YouTube again, and I find a video that I really, really like, and maybe I want to share it with my class. And so I want to make sure I bookmark this page so that I can pull it up and share it with my class. You can actually go over to the star, and the star is a bookmark feature. So I can rename this anything I want. So this video is called Hack Schooling, and I want to make sure that it shows up on my bookmark bar. Now these little these other things here are actually like little subfolders, so you'll notice I have little folders in my bookmark. You might have those too, but I just want this on my main bar. I don't want it in any of these folders. So I would click on where I want it, and then I would click done. See, I have too many bookmarks up here, so it'll show up over here, and here's Hack Schooling. So this little arrow brings me to all my other bookmarks that I have up here. Make sure if you don't see your bookmark bar down here, you go to View up at the top and make sure that Always Show Bookmark Bar is checked so that you have your bookmark bar down below here and you can find the things that you're bookmarking a lot easier. Okay, the next cool feature in Chrome that I want to show you is called autofill. Now, autofill is great if you're filling out lots of different applications, if you're signing up for a lot of different things. It basically allows you to put your information into websites a lot quicker. So what you would do to do that is you go over here to these three little dots and you'd click on there, head down to Settings, and within your settings, you'd go all the way down to where it says Advanced, and you'd open that up, and then you're going to keep scrolling until you come to Passwords and Forms. In there, you want to click on Autofill Settings, and in this, you have the option to autofill addresses or credit cards. So I love to have my address in here, so I would just fill out all my information with my street address, my city, my postal code, anything like that. My email is really nice to have in there. Now, once I do that and I save it, anytime I start to write out Kelsey, John, it will automatically give me the option to autofill. I click on that autofill option, and within the website that I'm filling out my information, it will completely fill that in for me. So it saves me a lot of time because I'm constantly signing up for different tech tools and different things like that where you always have to put in your information to get started. So that's a real time saver for me. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is the Search plus Tab feature. So my favorite search engine is obviously Google, but however, sometimes I want to look on other things. So I can use this feature with Google or any other search engine out there. So let's say I'm searching for Ken Robinson and I want to listen to his video or learn a little bit more about him. I can go ahead and for sure click in his name right here, and it will show up either up here at the top, or I can click it right in the URL and I can type it in here. Now, if I don't find what I need on Google, there are other search engines. For instance, there's yahoo.com. Now, instead of going directly to this site, oh, look at this. It even gives me the option right here. I can actually type in yahoo.com, then on your keyboard, press the tab feature, and I can search right in my URL for Ken Robinson. Okay, that will, once I type that in, it's going to push me to Yahoo, and it's going to give me all the search results for Ken Robinson. Okay, I can do that like with AOL.com. Okay, and then of course you can always use Google as well. Google, you could do this, but honestly, all I would have to do is type in Ken Robinson up here, and it'll shoot me straight to Google because that is my preferred search engine. Okay, so the next feature I want to show you is the Find feature. Now, I use this feature all the time when I'm looking for things in articles that I'm reading or on websites. So I pulled up the Wikipedia page on Ken Robinson, and let's say I am looking for some information about him, and I know that he used to be an advisor at the Getty Museum, so I kind of want to know when that was. So I go up here to your three dots again, and you have a feature called Find. So I click on that, and a little search bar pops up here. Now, if I type in Getty, okay, it brings me, it says that there's one result for the word Getty, and it pulls me right there and highlights it. Okay, so then I know in 2001 he was an advisor at Getty Museum, so that's super helpful. I didn't have to read the whole article. I didn't even have to scan the article. It just pushes me right to that word. Now, if it's a little bit broader of a term in the sense of Ken Robinson, if I type in like education, obviously there's going to be a lot more results. Okay, so it is always great to make sure you are typing in something that's a little bit more detailed so that you can find your results. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the highlight search or copy and paste search features in Chrome. So I know that Ken Robinson has one of the most famous TED Talks ever on education, or famous TED Talks ever, period. And so if I wanted to go ahead and search one of those TED Talks right here, it talks about them in the Wikipedia page, and one of his most famous is Do Schools Kill Creativity? So what I can do with that is I can highlight Do Schools Kill Creativity, and I have two options. I can press Control on my keyboard and then click on my highlighted terms, and I can actually go search Google for Do Schools Kill Creativity. So if I did that right now, it would push me to a Google page. Okay, I'll show you how that works right now. So it opens me a new tab and it pushes me to that page, and right here I have the video. The other option is highlighting it, then I can do Control, click on it, I can press copy, and then because Google is my main search engine, I can open a new tab and write in the URL. I can press Command and the letter V on my keyboard at the same time and paste it, and then press Enter, and it'll bring me to the same results within Google. This next tip I want to show you is using your browser as a platform to show images, audio, and visuals. So if I scooch this over, I can actually take an image if I want to, and I can drag it onto my Chrome, any search tab, anything, and I can drop it, and it will automatically turn it into a display. I can do the same thing with a video, so I can drop it in here, and it'll play that video, so I can use it as a player. And then also I can use it as an audio player, which is really cool. So if you have like a CD or anything like that downloaded and on your desktop, you can actually pull it into Chrome and use it to play it. So that's kind of a cool little feature that Chrome gives us. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is a little tip that a lot of classrooms are having to utilize right now. The Flash player is kind of becoming obsolete on a lot of different websites, but there are some really awesome websites that still require it, including a lot of the different news networks. So if you want to show any videos from like CBS or Fox News or CNN or anything like that, and also a lot of curriculum resources like textbooks and other items like that that come with your curriculum sometimes do require a Flash player, and a lot of people are having things pop up on their screens such as these where it's saying try to use your Flash, or this video will not play without your Flash. And Chrome does have Flash built right into it, so don't feel like you have to go and update or download Adobe Flash or anything like that. One problem you might be having is that your Flash might not be turned on. So to be able to do that, you would go up here by the URL. Sometimes you'll have like this little eye or site information symbol, or you might have a lock here, or also a page might appear depending on what kind of website you're on. What you want to do to enable your Flash is you would click on here, and it gives you a bunch of different site options you can see here. These are all the different things that allow the site to work properly. So your default most likely is set, and so you would want to go down to where it says Flash, and notice that on mine it says ask. So on every web page that I go on that requires Flash, it's going to ask me to activate it. So I'm literally going to have to go click on the icon up here, pull it down, and then I'm going to click on the word ask, and I'm going to allow on this site. That will change it, and once I do that, I will have to click on the URL and press enter to refresh the page. Once I refresh the page, the video or the game or whatever you're trying to have operating should work after you do that. Okay, this also comes in handy when you're trying to use your camera or your microphone or anything like that, or every once in a while some things require a pop-up, and your pop-ups are blocked automatically on Chrome. So if you're opening a web page and it's not, you're waiting for a pop-up to come up to help you through your site, you might want to look under here and just make sure that you change that to always allow on this site, and that'll kind of help you to better utilize all the things that this site provides.